Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's doing all right this evening. We are certainly doing all right. We're kind of riding on a little bit of I don't know what we're riding on at the moment, but it feels good. Guys, how you doing?
I'm running mostly on fumes.
You're running on fumes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's only Tuesday as well.
yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
Yeah. I'm good. I mean, to quote the Forrest Gump song, I'm running on empty, running on. Was that Cameron Brown, something like that? But personally, yeah, I'm good. I had a nice little afternoon snooze, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Delightful. Absolutely delightful.
Nothing wrong with an afternoon snooze, baby.
Not at all, no.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, welcome everybody.
Who's joining
Good
us
evening.
already?
Good evening, Karen. Good evening, Pilgrim G. Good evening, Neil 66. Dave, Mandy. Evelyn, hello everyone. I know we're causing everybody with their proverbial digital pants down by doing an impromptu Blacklist in the middle of Blacklists, which is, cheeky and a little bit suave, I'd say.
But there will be a normal Blacklist next week, right?
When no one's coming, because it's Valentine's Day, you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was what we were going to move day on, yeah, but, you know.
Hey, I'll be here. There's no one I want to spend Valentine's Day more than with you guys.
I will just take that graciously and say thank you very much. Did you what would you like for Valentine's Day, Will?
That 500 quid thing that we were talking about the other day that you can plug all of our monitors into and have a mix each.
Okay. Gear. He wants gear.
Yes.
What would you like for Valentine's Day, James?
A tattoo.
A tattoo. Okay. All right. Fair enough. What kind of tattoo would you like, James? The band logo, perhaps?
Yeah, band logo.
Maybe something celebratory. Hello, Karen. Me too. I'll be there. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe people are here on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We will. Hi, Deb. Hi. There we are. So, yeah, I'm completely wrong. There is nothing finer than the Black Lakes love.
I'll tell you what. If your other half is not into Black Lakes, this is the perfect opportunity to get them into Black Lakes. It can be their Valentine's gift. You can like just get a little bit of like, I don't know, flowery paper and hold it over the computer monitor and then rip it off at like 4 minutes to 8 and say this is your present and sit them down and they can watch Blacklist for the first time.
Can you imagine that? I mean, how would you feel?
Get a romantic dinner going.
I'd be loving it if someone was introducing me to a new band that I'd like. Yeah,
set the table for 3 and then have a PC monitor at the third plane and just have us streaming live.
Absolutely.
No
what do you reckon would be your Black Lakes Valentine's meal on that event? What do you reckon we should be eating? I mean, again, I'd probably go steak, but you're not going to go steak.
Yeah, something coated in black food colouring. Probably, if I had to choose, I'd probably say a black soup.
Black soup?
No.
Careful. Hang on, am I breaking up?
By black cakes.
Black cakes would be good. I like it. Keeping it all black. Nutella crumpets. I like that. I don't know whether that's some kind of euphemism or offer. I don't know. James, are you a fan of Nutella crumpets?
Yes, they're pretty good, actually.
He's actually hiding 3 in his beard right now. Full-sized crumpets.
Nice. My son-in-law is a tattooist. Good to know. There you go, James. You're getting offers of free tats from
he never offered a free tat. He literally just said his son-in-law was a tattooist. He never said it was going to not cost James anything.
I just thought that I would up the ante of the offer. Yeah, but
That's very good of you.
Yeah, we're not trying to fish for free tattoos. It's fine. We're okay. Yes, indeed. That is impressive crumpet hiding, James. I would agree. James has been known for a good stash of a crumpet.
He has to keep it, otherwise the dog gets him.
I do like a crumpet, though. I do think a crumpet
I enjoy crumpet on a regular basis.
Yeah, I have to agree. For me personally, the more buttered the crumpet, the more I enjoy it. But
I agree.
But I also find the jam on the crumpet is just a step too far for me.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I'm with you.
I like a nice plain crumpet. Yeah, like as soon as you start adulterating your crumpet with like unnecessary and superfluous stuff, blueberries, cream, it just all gets a bit crazy. That's the place for waffles. Crumpets, butter, done. Cup of tea, maybe. at a push.
Gina says it has to be flowing in butter. It literally does.
No.
Like, you need to pick it up off the plate, and there's still an entire crumpet of like butter that is left behind as you lift it.
Listen, if your crumpet isn't dripping, I don't want to know.
Absolutely. And more importantly, I think, if your crumpet is not moist on the bottom, you clearly haven't used enough butter. You know, you need the bottom of your crumpet to be moist. Right, there's nothing more than a moist bottom.
So Scott loves a moist bottom.
Less than 10 minutes in and we've been derailed by food.
It's not hard.
Mandy's fault this time. Mandy's fault this time.
The plan? We never had a plan.
Whoa, hang on. Marmite crumpet. That is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yes.
I don't like Marmite. I do like Twiglets.
Odd.
No, that's wrong, mate, because it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't work on anything else. What's Prumella?
What the hell is Prumella? I don't even know what that is. Deb, you'll have to educate us. We don't know what Prumella is. Yes, only butter. Pilgrim G, again, is a total genius. Nutella on hot crumpet melts through and just yummy. Good to know, Davil. That's quite descriptive. That seems like a man who's experienced many a chocolatey Nutella crumpet in my time. A crumpet needs a soggy bottom. Precisely, Evelyn Barr. Has there ever been a Blacklist that has gone to plan and never been derailed? I mean, maybe Blacklist 1, because the plan then was there was no plan. So, Will, you are just wrong. There you are. Marmite lover there, clearly. Yeah. I wonder what our Blacklist divides into, Marmite-wise. Blacklist, what are you? Marmite lover, Marmite hater? Don't know if we've asked that question. How do we divide?
Black Lakes, love it or hate it?
Yeah, absolutely, on the Marmite debate. With you, Mandy, love Marmite. But again, for me, butter. What I would say about the Marmite, though, you can't really get a soggy crumpet with Marmite, can you? You know what I mean? See,
Debs is on my side. She gets it, look. She doesn't like Marmite, but she likes Marmite crisps.
All right, yeah.
I mean, she might be saying that. That's what I'm taking that message to mean.
Wow, look at this. Love it, says Dave Earl. The divide, says Shelley. I like this.
The Marmite versus the haters versus the
always with the Black Lakes puns. We should do like an annual Blacklist award. And Evelyn, hang on, Shelley clearly is going to get the award for best Black Lakes puns permanently.
She's just got a list of our songs waiting, and then she just waits for the opportune moment to type a song title just to...
And Pilgrim G and Neil 66 can both have most intelligent comments on the Blacklist.
Always agree with me. Most times agreed with Scott award.
Exactly, which is why they're the best. Marmite thumbs up from Neil 66. All the Marmite, says Mandy Snowblood. Prumella cheese and chive spread. I still don't know what Prumella is.
I'm guessing it's kind of like Philadelphia then, if it's like a cheese and chive spread.
All right. Marmite lover. It depends what mood I'm in. See, this is the thing.
Oh, Shelley's at it again.
I neither love or hate Marmite. I like a little bit of Marmite, but I couldn't go to town with it. You know, as soon as I'm on my second slice of toast, I'm like, that's a bit too much Marmite. You know, I just like a little bit. So I'm neither a lover or a hater. I'm mildly indifferent about Marmite. No one can dethrone me. That is quite extraordinary. I'm enjoying that. Bovril Chris about it if you can remember them. Why? As in you're so drunk and you can only... I know what he means. Hang on, Mark, yes? I know what you mean as in from back in time, but I thought initially you meant if anyone can remember them as they have some kind of like metamorphosis, brain-altering properties that make you forget that you've eaten a pack of Bovril Chris.
They're like seriously strong hallucinogenics.
Can you imagine? I think I was eating Bovril crisps.
I opened a packet of Bovril Crisps, and the next thing I knew, I was eating the solar system.
Exactly, yeah. Now I'm in Scarborough, and I don't remember how I got here. Yeah, amazing. No, I don't think I've ever eaten a pack of Bovril Crisps. Yes, Bovril Crisps, says Deb. This is good. We are very much on topic for the Blacklist Thank You special. We're on to Marmite, Bovril, and crumpets.
What crisps are you most thankful for? Let us know in the comments.
I used to love... What's the worst packet of crisps have you ever eaten? What's the worst flavour packet of crisps have you ever eaten?
It's the worst packet of crisps. It's hard because I'd start with all crisps are good, generally. Generally speaking, crisps are just great. So it's hard to go... do you remember was it Frazzlers? That were like this attempt at bacon-flavoured crisps?
Frazzles?
They were like Frazzles, maybe. Were they curly? I never really got on with them. I didn't enjoy a Frazzle. And I also didn't enjoy the ones that were scampy. They were like little parcels of
Scampi
crisps.
fries.
Oh, I mean, I could eat one or two, but then I was like, this is just too Moorish. I'm not a fan. So I would put in scampi fries and frazzles.
Can I just throw it out there that you've asked what's the worst crisps you've ever had, and Karen Cooker said hedgehog.
That is, I've just looked up like the weirdest stuff people eat. 20 of the weirdest crisp flavors. Hedgehog comes in at number 3.
But
I like it.
But it's not.
So-
It's not hedgehog though, right? What?
Yeah.
I am. What? Yeah. Anyway,
Flavor, yeah.
we're going to go back and unpack the hedgehog flavored crisp. More importantly, though, pickled onion Monster Munch. No, that's some of the finest crisps that ever walked the earth. Especially because you can wear them as rings and just bite off the fingers before you got to the middle bits. They're spectacular. Pickled onion Monster Munch, probably in the top 10 finest crisps.
Okay, so the here comes the crisp knowledge, right? The crisps, hedgehog crisps, started as a joke in the 1980s, but were actually flavoured with pork fat, and unfortunately the company got sued for false advertising. Unperturbed, though, the company decided to question some of their local travellers, who often ate baked hedgehog, asking about the flavour of hedgehog so they could replicate the flavour in their crisps.
Wow.
But it's not
Crisp
made from hedgehog.
No.
The hedgehog flavour.
And then frazzles are not made from bacon either, are they? But,
No.
But fair play, hedgehog crisp. I did not know such a thing ever existed. So I'm not sure I'd want to taste that. I'm glad that Karen's done it for us and can testify that hedgehog flavoured crisp is not the best.
I will never be in a shop and going, ooh, hedgehog flavour, and reaching for those. They're like one of the cutest little guys ever. Why would I want to? No.
They're full of disease.
I mean, if you like
Well, so's
hedgehog
James,
flavour,
but we still like James.
Well, speak for yourself.
I mean, if you like hedgehog, right? There's always ranch raccoon. You know, it's sour cream and raccoon.
Yeah, okay. Prawn cocktail, also a fine crisp. Dave, you're just wrong. Oh, hate them. Fair enough. If you don't like prawn cocktail, fair enough. But, the skip is a mighty crisp, in my opinion. Can't eat a full packet, just fragments.
Fucking hell.
Pilgrim G clearly competing for the throne of most Black Lakes puns in a feed for 2022. Cheese and onion yach, or is that just like you're doing a avarice? Cheese and onion. We're doing I don't know. As for worst crisp snack, quavers. I feel absolutely betrayed by the Blacklist. Prawn cocktail, pickled onion Monster Munch, and quavers are some of the best crisps. They're amazing. Quavers. Wow, sorry, Gina. Do you like a quaver, James?
I do, but what I'd really want to know is crisps on the inside of a sandwich or crisps on the outside?
Inside.
Either.
Inside.
All crisps are good. Crisps on the outside and the inside. Bring it on. Just more crisps.
Susie Baker said, I loved pickled onion Monster Munch after swimming with Coke or Space Raiders. Now that's proper mental programming, because that was what was in your nearest swimming pool's vending machines. So that's what you spent your locker money on afterwards. And now you've got that over time that has just been programmed into your brain. Like, if you're gonna have pickled onion Monster Munch, you need to get some Coke to go with it, and good times.
And I would have finished it off with a wham bar myself.
Oh,
that was always the thing. Yeah, the especially when they started adding those explosive sort of sweet.
Yeah, wham bar was tricky because one side of the wham bar was really good, and the other side was too tangy.
Yeah, it was quite a controversial little sweet, wasn't it? Yeah, I have to say. Black Sunshine, welcome. Hi, I'm super early on your lunch break. That's amazing. I love the fact that someone's on lunch, like 8:15. Somewhere in the world, someone's having their lunch break. Bless them. Not a fan of seafood. I have to agree, Dave. Now, I like seafood, but again, I don't know. There's something about seafood that you just sometimes you're like, I'm not sure I can eat this anymore. It's a bit weird. Don't know. Yeah, take it or leave it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I was trying to say there, but I know what he means. Like if you have a load of fish or a load of, I don't know, squid or lots of seafood in one go, I can't stomach it. I only need little bits. But, prawn cocktail crisps are fine. Can we not talk about fingers? Why? I don't know what that means, Neil. Have you lost a finger or something?
Did we mention fingers?
Yeah. When we were talking about biting the Monster Munch off.
Hey, the only person that's brought up fingers so far is you, sir.
I'm aware. It was me. I love pickled onion Monster Munch. Oh yeah, that was the swimming place. Tandoori crisp for lush. Nice. Inside the bread, says Mandy. Obviously with mum. Depending which flavour crisp, but salt and vinegar always in the sandwich.
Oh, jeez,
Nice.
Evelyn's getting involved now, saying that pickled onion is a landslide winner here.
Yeah, I'm all for the puns. I'm all for the puns.
I want to go get a hat just so I could take my hat off to her. That is.
Oh dear. Depending which flavour.
Second. Hang on.
There we go. There we go. I like how you did that carefully as to not reveal your hat hair. It kind of blocked the hair and then went straight back on. It was very smooth.
Yeah.
I can see Dave's argument. Every food had to be eaten first. Those who died, they'd not eat. What a way to find out what's okay to eat. I know what you mean. Pickled onion is the landslide winner, as we hit. Nothing worse than opening pack crisps and they're damp. Do you know what I dislike? I fundamentally dislike air in bags of crisps. Because you go in the shop and you pick the big bag, you're like, yeah, that's going to be rammed with loads of crisps. And then you get this huge like air explosion, and there's about 3 crisps in the bottom.
Dude, that air is keeping your crisps fresh. You know that, yeah?
That air is keeping your crisps safe.
Yeah.
I respect that, but what I'm saying is that you can have less airy bags of crisps with more crisps in them. And I'm all for that. I'd rather
more crushed crisps.
Yeah, than have like very few crisps that are like, you know, super fresh. No.
There must be a crisp to air ratio. And, you know.
It's not from there. No. Potato puffs would always end up in the bag of fragments. I'm not sure if that's a deliberate pun or not. I don't know. But, you know, fragments is a perfectly good word. Oh, wow. I nearly lost my finger last Wednesday. Crushed it in an industrial freezer store. Now, I remember you talking about sacking meat before, Neil, but I had no idea. Importantly, let's establish some facts. Left hand, right hand. And are you left-handed or right-handed? Because, you know, well, if you're right-handed and you've lost a finger on your right hand, that's pretty debilitating. Whereas if it's on your left hand, it's not as debilitating. Unless you play the guitar, in which case all hands are sacred, you need them all. You'd be all right, Will. You could lose a left. Or in fact, a right, you could just train your other hand to then work correctly with the microphone, so you'd be okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could lop off an arm and technically I could keep going.
Yeah, I suppose you could. But yeah, for me, losing fingers would be fundamentally bad.
Kaz says, hi guys, I was on a call with my 90-year-old aunt, so I've missed everything so far. But don't worry, you haven't missed much, and we really, really appreciate you getting your 90-year-old aunt to vote for Black Lakes in Kerrang's The Guild. Because that's clearly why you're on the phone to her, right?
Absolutely going, no, click the link. No, click the link. You know, that's how that
link. The link.
Yeah. Yes, he did, Daveville. That is true. Tony only pays with plastic appendages, doesn't he? He lost the tips of his fingers. Right hand can't do a bloody thing. Oh, Neil, I'm sorry, but I assume you get off work for a bit with paid leave, I would hope. Wow. Marmite and pickled onion in combination. Yay or nay? Terrifying. I like the fact.
I think it was a. She was saying Marmite yay or nay, and pickled onion Monster Munch yay or nay, just to help Kaz catch up because we weren't going to do it. Gotcha. Now we do. Yeah, Kaz, that's what you missed. We're talking about crisps and Marmite again, I think. But we will get on to the thank yous. We haven't quite got there yet. So what I would say, though, is we can exclusively reveal that Black Lakes have absolutely no idea how many votes we've had. And Black Lakes can exclusively reveal we have absolutely no idea how close to the top we are. So if you were hoping that we go... Yeah, all the bottom, all the middle. So if, just in case anyone's hanging on, going, they're going to tell us how we're doing. We don't know. We have no idea. It is, in a nice way, frustratingly dark from our point of view. We have no idea. We just know. You can still go on the website right now and vote for us. Yeah. And that's it. That's all we know. And that's what you should be doing if you've not done so already.
For all we have left behind... could be what's left at the end of a bag of salt and vinegar and shake crisps. Very true, Evelyn. Very true. Do you know when you're eating a pack of KP nuts or roasted peanuts? Yeah.
And then I got you.
At the bottom of that, there's usually like some nut dust. And I always thought that would be a great name for like a hardcore band.
Right. Well, it's a great name for this week's episode. Broadcast 97.
No one's going to click on that link. No one's clicking that link,
absolutely. Well. But what I would say to the Blacklist, though, do you enjoy tipping up the bag and ingesting as much nut dust as you can get? Because I remember using to love to lick the nut dust. I was always a fan. I just wanted to see where everyone was at on licking the nut dust.
I used to love it with the cereal. Like, you would literally
Okay.
fight over the dust. When we call it the dust as well.
Wow, nice. You'd have cereal dust competition, like combat.
Yeah. Like, you can imagine.
Cornflakes,
You can
wheat
imagine
flakes,
the dust at the
wheat.
bottom of a packet of Frosties. It's
Yeah,
basically
okay.
just powdered sugar. Like, who's not gonna want that?
That's incredible. Rice Krispies, cornflakes, Shreddies, they're all fair game for the dust bag.
Everyone loves. I love the dust in any of these cereals, man.
Oh, I think crisp dust and nut dust though are the best bottom of the bag dusts that one can ingest. That's what I would
I'll
say.
stick to my powdered sugar. You stick to your nut dust. It's fine.
Okay.
On that note, can I ask the Blacklist, would they give us a thumbs up? Always helps, and lots of people here, so can I see that counter go from 2 up?
What thumb?
Oh yeah,
Thumbs up
he
for the
means hit
video.
the like button on the video.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to ask people.
I don't know why. It helps with algorithms and things apparently. So we're led to believe. So a like for some nut dust. Hit that like button if you like the nut dust.
I would love it to be. Is anyone in this blacklist not voted for us yet? I mean, surely everyone that's bothered to turn up tonight surely must have voted.
Thank you.
Is anyone not aware that we're like up for this Kerrang the Deal final, and you have until midnight to vote? In case you are,
I know at least one person who's watching that's not voted for us.
who's that?
Black
I mean,
Sunshine.
I voted for us.
Black
Oh, yes,
Sunshine because you can't.
Yeah, what you can, Black Sunshine. All you need to do is go on your machine with a VPN, right? And then you can tunnel into the UK, and they won't know what your IP address is sending out. So that is how you get around that, right there.
You get on a plane and.
Yeah, there is that, but I think we owe her going on a plane and going out there to play first.
True.
If you know any computers in the States, Black Sunshine, we're on a VPN or virtual private network where it doesn't know where your IP address is, I suspect you will get on that website and be able to vote.
If only you had a friend in the UK who you could share your email address with, and then...
There is that.
Look,
there is
we have prided ourselves on doing this properly.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't start advocating any kind of ridiculousness, James.
Tomfoolery. No tomfoolery.
I was not suggesting any tomfoolery.
I'm just
or
saying.
Shenanigans.
Other bands may have stooped lower than we have. So let's not go
there. Let's not go there. My dad lost his index finger, fret hand. Not good. I assume he played then, Susie, which is not good. Gina, that is my favourite so far. I wish they would break the silence and tell you. I'm loving that pun. That's amazing. Well, let's hope. Yeah, well, we'll see, Dave. I mean, I hope so. It'd be nice to make the next round. I was hoping. No, Black City. Hope for that. Best of luck to you guys. I'm hoping you landed the deal. Yeah. So in terms of of course you were expecting that detail. I'm sorry. It's not even. What are we there in the UK? 8:30. So it's midnight UK time. So you'll probably be able to know before us. I mean, if we might be asleep at like midnight, 1 a.m., and you could go online in the States. I'm assuming, and the Kerrang Radio website would tell you maybe.
I don't think it's going to. I reckon it's going to be a real anticlimax, and they won't tell us for 5 weeks.
I'm trying to make her feel better that she's like hours behind us. She's still got half her Tuesday to go. The poor girl. You know what I mean?
If she's having a great Tuesday, then she's right.
Yeah, I am a tipper. There you go, Pilgrim G. Absolutely. Always good to tip the bag in your mouth, I say. Have you seen Xander and the Peace Pirates? They were at Winter's End playing with a hook hand. Holy fuck. Amazing. I love that.
That is cool.
That is very cool. Nice. Nut just doesn't sound very appealing. I don't know why that is, Mandy. What are you trying to say? We are talking about peanuts. Licking the nut dust sounds vulgar. I don't know. Is it vulgar? I was talking about bags of peanuts. Is there some other interpretation of nut dust?
I don't think there actually is, to be fair. I mean, if you think about nut dust, like what else could it really be? Like
the dust of a nut.
Well, I suppose you could be like in your mid-90s, and maybe all you've got left is nut dust. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's a possibility, I guess. Just to just to keep.
Thanks, because I needed a mental image that helped me get there. So thanks for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I can't. It won't let me. No worries, Black Sunshine. I appreciate the effort. Hopefully, we will soon be able to play Lollapalooza.
I like that Shelley doesn't really speak very often, and then when she does, she just comes straight back in for her crown. She's like, "Yes, I've corrupted the massive Black Days puns."
Oh, nice. I got. No, in all seriousness, Dave. If anyone hasn't got their dentist, their neighbour, their small bovine child, anyone that they know involved, or then their schoolmaster. In fact, we were going to ask, Who's the oddest person, Blacklist, you've got to vote for us? Like, who's the most random person you've managed to actually coerce to vote for us that you would never normally engage with or normally talk to? I'd love to hear your stories about most obscure or strangest person voting for you. James, who's the oddest person you've got voting for us? Do you think?
Oh, I don't know.
You all have to think about it.
Okay, I got it. I was in Chepstow, right? I was
Yeah.
in Chepstow and I got the barbers and all the customers to vote for us.
Yeah,
I went into the toy shop, did the same thing. Went into the Queen's Head, went into the Five Owls, and even went into the card shop, man. I went into the card shop and people in the card shop voted for me.
Wow,
after the band.
that card shop's not bad. Please tell Will that Post Office Lady has voted for us.
Look,
Nice.
She's not into metal. Like
Oh no! What?
She told me
Doesn't
this.
matter.
She told me this. She's, you know.
I'm loving the fact that Susie said Sprocket got his vote. But what I'm expecting with that, Susie, is Sprocket probably does have his genuine own email address
Probably
and his
does.
own website, as most black pets seem to do.
Well, Pan has got his own TikTok and he's got his own, web.
Pan's TikTok's got more
page.
followers than ours.
I'm working on it.
Deb seems to know a lot. So Deb's saying they will be telling us this week who goes through. So I don't know whether that's a euphemism or
she said, "Will they be?" Not they will.
Will they be telling us?
Come
this
on,
week?
you got my hopes up again then for a second, and then I read it myself and got really upset again.
I misinterpreted that. We don't know, in all seriousness. Obviously, I think from midnight there'll be another 10 bands now for the next week's vote. So I don't know whether they wait and at the end tell everyone, but that would be pretty horrible. Get all the way to April and not know. But right, so we don't know, Deb, is the answer to that.
Nice, just arrived.
I love that. Black Lakes will win. Amazing.
You want to come say this to the people? No, I haven't got our knickers in the shot. I've tastefully taken it out.
James has gone.
Blacklist. Can you see the knickers in the background here?
No, only the ones you're wearing.
I can't.
No.
Wearing.
And do you know why you can't see the knickers in the background?
Because they're not in there.
No, they are. You just can't see them.
Okay.
Tastefully hidden them.
Redistributed. Yeah, sure.
And the thing is now,
if they sit in the dark, I've got like
Yeah,
1,000 pairs of knickers right behind me. You just wouldn't know.
if they get moved, you probably see the knickers. So
stay tuned, because if James has a particularly violent sneeze, we're all seeing the knickers.
Good to know. I'm glad. Thanks for that contribution, James. It's quite enlightening.
listen, the people who come onto this podcast, right, are here for quality entertainment.
Careful, James. Don't get too animated.
This guy.
Yeah. I like this. My auntie's friend. She's 60 years old. Not bad. That is. I reckon that's so far. That's the oldest person I know of so far. Amazing, Black Church. Appreciate you can't vote in the States. It's very much a UK only competition. Clearly, they obviously didn't want aggressive. Well, they didn't want. I suppose if you think about downloads point of view, they don't want American bands having to come over for an early deal because you can't pay for transport. So I think they're obviously just trying to keep it simple for themselves. But then maybe I'm just being overly nice. An operator I managed 20 years ago who retired. She's on my Facebook and voted at 86. That's incredible.
Yes.
That is incredible. Oh, please tell her she's coming to download. If we do get there, we'll take her ourselves.
Oh, she can come out on stage.
She can go side to stage.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I know who voted, but not sure how many from my IG feed, as I know some of the members of a couple of bands pop in from time to time because of Love of Cats. I remember you talking about that, Dave. That's pretty exciting. So we may have had some celebrity votes. That would be good.
My man voted. Neil said that it sounds like you guys are going down a storm with the OAPs. I think that's just because their hearing is starting to go, their vision's starting to go. We're getting more and more appealing all the time for these people.
Absolutely, and why do you think I was bringing up nut dust? Is the key demographic. My mum is 72. My sister is 75. Wow, I will try and get her to Salt Ash.
Yeah, do it.
And me at 65. I'm trying to think. Who did I get? We did fly everyone at the Carnival gig not everyone, but we flyed a lot of people at the Carnival gig on the Friday. There was no one too around, but someone was so drunk they asked me to do it for them on their phone. He's like, I can't. Can you do it for me, mate? I'm like, yeah. I filled it in. I'm like, look, you have to put in your email address. So I don't know who you are. So I used my 87-year-old mum's phone to vote for Black Lakes. That's incredible. Is the phone 87 years old, or is that your mum? Hey, Mac.
Hi,
How's
Mac.
it going? We are just getting tales of the oldest or most obscure or strangest person you've got to vote for Black Lakes, and we are massively going down with the septuagennials. Is that what they say for 70-year-old people? Octogennial? I don't know. Yeah. All right. Older people. Absolutely.
Like, memo to selves, make sure there's a lot of seating at our next gig.
Well, Dave, you're only young as the person you're feeling. That's what I say. It's all good. There's age is purely a number, which is good. We should know as a band. There's quite a lot of age ranges. James in the 70s.
Diverse range, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm in my 20s, so yes. Seats, sandwiches, and crisps. That sounds like a good gig to me. It's like, do you want to watch them? I'm like, yeah, but can I sit and have sandwiches and crisps? That sounds amazing.
Sandwiches and crisps sounds like our third album title, if you ask me.
Yeah. The experiment.
I could hear Stereophonics album called Seats, Sandwiches and Crisps and not think twice, true. I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon that would happen. Black Lake Seats, Sandwiches and Crisps. Nice. Yeah, I think the crisps are definitely the main one on that. But yeah.
Seats, sandwiches and nut dust.
Exactly. You all right, James? You've gone quiet.
I'm trying to find some past winners of the deal and when things got announced, so doing a bit of digging.
You're trying to figure out when it might be known. I mean, I don't know. I got to be honest. Don't take this the wrong way, but obviously, come midnight, it will feel nice not to have to feel like you've just got to tell people to vote for us all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back from this. I might just have to keep telling people.
Yeah, just keep posting.
I might just have to keep putting us into random competitions, even if it's just like win a year's supply of Branston pickle. I'll be like, just vote for us.
Let's not take it this way, but let's just hope that they immediately announce a general election and we'll just swift it straight away to go. Please vote for this now. Let's end this. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Kerrang using hashtag vote then.
You get in a mindset, don't you, of just like, anyone can vote, who can vote, and trying to get people.
We're on the campaign trail, baby.
Absolutely.
Speaking of competitions, we put our hat in the ring for Glastonbury.
Yep.
We do. I mean, yeah, I love Glastonbury, but I think its history of supporting rock and metal is fairly non-existent. So
yeah,
I would be amazed. I would be amazed if anything other than something fairly straightforward and indie. Not that there's anything wrong with that, don't get me wrong. But I think Glastonbury understands that. I think one of its hugely missing pieces over the years has been rock and metal, from my point of view. I mean, obviously, Napalm have played there, Metallica have played there. But generally speaking, considering Glastonbury considers itself about all the performing arts, but unless it's rock and metal, it seems to me a lot of the time. So maybe I'm being harsh, I don't know. But I feel like Glastonbury could do more, considering the size of the festival it is, to have a proper rock and metal stage, and I'm confident they will get it packed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, soapbox over.
Well, I mean, it's not like they have to try. They sell out every year, so.
Well, this is the thing, and again, if I was at Glastonbury, I'd be loving it. But there are times where you're like, I just need to mosh out, so I want to go to the the rock tent or whatever, but it doesn't really exist. Do you know what I mean? So I can only take so much, indie or so much pop or so much.
Yeah.
Hip hop, whatever, in one day. I want to have, my headbang at some point. I used to love Reading. You could always have a bit of a mix. You could go anywhere and do anything.
Yeah, Reading was good time.
I always enjoyed Reading for its.
But then everyone says that Glastonbury's about the experience, man. You got to go and check it all out. But actually, I'm kind of. Debs in the chats just said I never wanted to go to Glastonbury, and I'm not quite so never wanted to. I would go, so that I could have seen it all, but
sure,
there's something about the idea of paying all that money for a festival ticket when A, you don't know who's playing at all, and B, you might not enjoy anyone who's there.
Yeah, indeed.
There's only so much sleeping in a tent and traipsing for miles that I want to do without the rewards.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to 5 days of festival?
Yeah.
Or just go camping for 5 days in a field full of people that just don't shut up, and then and there's no, and it rains the whole time, and there's no redeeming feature. At least I can have a beer for £6 a pint, and that's probably generous, to be fair.
Yeah. What do you reckon your worst nightmare Glastonbury lineup would be? Like, you've bought the ticket thinking you're going to get Queen, Fleetwood Mac, and the Beatles. What would be your nightmare likely headliner on all 3 days? You go, oh my god, there's not a single thing here I like.
Beyonce.
Yeah, that'd be up there for me.
Pink.
Yeah, I would really be upset if they did like Arcade Fire. I'd be like, that's a waste of a headline slot. I don't want to watch Arcade Fire. Not there's anything wrong with that.
I don't even know who Arcade Fire are.
Well, there you go. Well, they have headlined, I think, in the past.
Wow.
But yeah, there is the possibility of Glastonbury being, difficult, awkward, or you're like, oh, I didn't want to do this. But then at the same time, it's got the possibility of being awesome, hasn't it? I suppose so.
Susie just said a mate of mine bought their download ticket today after voting for you. You should get commission. Yes, we should.
That's pretty awesome. They probably looked at the lineup and went, "Oh my god, that lineup's pretty good this year. It is pretty good this year." I went years ago.
Can you imagine? We get to play download.
All I'm saying is I'm holding off on buying my ticket until after this. And if I start to buy my ticket, I'll be there and I'll be fucking bitter, but I will be there.
Well, there is that, I suppose. Trying to spoil it for you, but yeah, it would be very nice to be at download with some kind of artist laminate.
I'll just be walking around with a Sharpie.
Yeah,
and people might think, oh, there he is, he's signing stuff. No, I'll be going around and I'll just be blanking out the one name that opens the Avalanche stage from every program I can find if it's not ours.
But like the Murphys, he's not better. So I think like a lot of people have been to Glastonbury when it used to be rock, or more rocky, I guess. I went years ago, but again, it's all pop. I don't really want to get to the main stage and go, with the greatest respect to Dua Lipa and all of that stuff. Not my bag. Maybe I'm getting old, and I'm all right with that. I went years ago, but not again. It's all pop now. A mate of mine bought it down. Yeah, we got that one. Sorry, apologies. I'm just trying to catch up. I remember reading when they used to play sets on the Friday Rock Show with Tommy Vance.
Reading.
I remember Tommy Vance, TV on the radio, absolutely. I've never been to Steelhouse, Debs, funny enough. I know lots of bands that have played there. We know the people that organise it, but we've never been to Steelhouse. I was tempted the other year with Anthrax, but it never quite materialised, did it, for Anthrax? I went to a festival in Inverness and they had a quiet field. Nice.
A lot of places do that now, have a quiet field or a VIP field as well.
Oh wow! You watched Nin headline the other stage of Glastonbury one year, nice. And the Welshman behind me wouldn't shut up. I think he was on speed. I would have moved. You don't really want a speedhead.
What Scott's saying there is he would have moved, but he'd taken too much speed.
Yeah, no, I do like that. I think Queens of the Stone Age have headlined the other stage as well, haven't they? They have had a few good bands, but yes, it was the Anvil and Saxon headlined. So I don't know whether that's Glastonbury or Reading or Steelhouse. I assume it's Steelhouse. We'll be going this year to see Black Lakes. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, R.I.P. field. Yeah, I've heard about that. The Rest in Peace field. So that sounds like you can get some sensible sleep, which would be quite good.
Well, that's actually their VIP field. So I don't know if it's any quieter, but it is more comfortable. You can have like little sleep pods and stuff in there, like nice little huts and that.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to win to go and find out.
I've never sprung the cash for that, but I would like to one year. Problem is, nice. you can go abroad for that kind of money when you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
When you start getting into these higher echelons.
Glamping at festivals, basically. Makes sense. I need to speak to Max about this Steelhouse thing. Yeah, feel free, Neil. I think he's aware of us. He has put us on a Spotify playlist before, and he does know who we are. So it's not like you'll say to him, "Have you heard of Black Lakes?" and he'll go, "No." He does know who we are.
If you're speaking to him in the next 3.5 hours, make sure you mention Kerrang Radio's The Deal. Give him the link.
And also ask him to book us at Steelhouse. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we would play it if we were asked. I'm sure we would, because it's as a Welsh person, it's always nice to play the Welsh festivals. And Steelhouse is a pretty big one. I know Ash and Reach, I think, are on the main stage this year or last year, and they're nice guys. We've met them a few times. So yeah, hopefully we will crack the Steelhouse nut at one point. Put it this way: what I would say, Neil, is if we made the Avalanche stage at Download, I would imagine that it would be a lot easier to get that slot at Steelhouse, because then you go, well, Black Lake's played at Download. Are you sure you don't want to book us for your festival? So, one is a mutually virtuous circle to the other one, isn't it? You know what I mean? We get one, then you get them all. Did see a great meme today. There's a guy who, I don't know where it was, Bournemouth maybe, and he does a refuse collection, and he's called Lord of the Bins.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's like and it's like one ring, and I'll collect it all. I thought that was quite funny.
Nice.
That's good.
I do like it. Yeah, Florence Blacker there. I think always been asking you for you on the Steelhouse Arch. Thank you very much, Dad. We really appreciate that. And we had a thing from Stone Dead the other day as well, which I think is in the Midlands, saying, "Oh yeah, I've heard of these guys. They're actually quite similar to what we normally would book." Okay, so take that leap. Take that one step forward. That thought. Maybe you should book us.
Yeah, they're like what I book, but I'm not booking them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, no, Steelhouse would be good. Stone Dead would be good. Yeah, there's plenty of festivals. Although obviously there's a fair few this year, I think, isn't there? Nosfest and Love Rocks and SOS and Shark Fest. We've got quite a few. So, but yeah, it'd be nice to add Download into that mix. Obviously, at some point, wouldn't be bad, would it? Can you imagine that? I'm not even sure. I think I'd be shaking.
Yeah, I can imagine it, mate. I've been imagining it my entire fucking life.
I know, but what I mean is the practicalities of going on the website in the back end and like updating the tour dates to go, right, yes, Download Festival. Can you imagine?
Okay, yes, I can. And how many songs do you reckon it would be? And what songs would we play?
It'd be 40 minutes tops.
Yeah, we get half an hour, I reckon.
Yeah, and it'd be all the big hitters.
We should ask Blacklist. What do you think we should play if we made Download?
I think we should play at least 2 new tracks to say thank you to the people who got us there.
Three new tracks.
Controversial.
Whoa! We need to be able to sell the album we've got, James. There is something about the business side of this thing that needs to be thought about.
No.
Now, music first.
8 covers you've never heard.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what people. I mean, again, there's only so many songs to choose from, but bearing in mind at half an hour, you can probably play about half the record.
Neil just comes straight in with Nut Dust.
Nut Dust. I've not actually. We normally give our songs fairly sensible working titles. I've not called one Nut Dust before, so that's going to have to happen.
That's definitely coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just given a load of new ones some titles, so that
another one bites the Nut Dust.
Dust. Avarice Verity Dissident for sure. Nice to know. Yeah. Yes, I would. They're very likely to get in there. If you play new 3 songs, then heed to add 3 more to the new album, double CD. Nice. Yeah, we've got quite a few new ones. We're like we've said before, we've got most of the tracks that we think will probably make the second record. I think, and I would say that a good 4 or 5 are already live ready. We're just discussing as and when that they get played. Yeah.
Well, there's Death Throne getting a mention there as well.
Nice. I agree with Mac. Nice. Avarice Verity Distant. I mean, that's half the set. In half an hour,
I often agree with Mac.
6 top. I mean, 5 probably 6 tops. So that's half of it right there. Fragments getting a vote. Verity and Death Throne. Nut Dust City Limits. Loving that.
Hang on. WC calls the crap is at festivals or something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell you, if we get Download, WC is coming out. There is no other option.
Yeah,
that's opening. That would be opening.
That will be opening the set.
We would be opening with WC.
I might play it after Avarice. Who knows?
No,
but
no.
You might play it after Avarice, but James and I played it a song ago, so it'll just sound weird.
It's okay. It's not. It'll be interesting to debate that out. But yeah, I think we are very close to new music.
We know WC in the practice space. WC is ready to go. We know this. It's just about timing in terms of what actually makes commercial sense.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, because obviously if you do put it, then people have heard it, and then there's no traction on the single, and it sounds terrible in this day and age. But unfortunately, that's the reality of not exposing yourself or giving away too much too soon.
Dave Earl said, have you decided on the first single from the new album? No, we haven't, but I was already designing the single art for one of the songs on the new album today and sending it to the guys like, huh?
Yeah, we are,
please?
Yeah, we are having those exact conversations right now, Dave. That is exactly where we are in terms of, right, there's probably at least 5 or 6 that you think, okay, this could be lead single, this could be lead single, this could be lead.
Interesting. Shelley's put your cover of One Step Closer almost had me in tears at the Patriots. Now,
wow,
that would go over big with a download crowd, but
sure.
You play a cover.
Yeah, indeed. Wow.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's tricky.
Oh.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Well,
it's tricky.
Someone's going to have to pay for it because it's not our song.
That's the thing.
That's kind of you to volunteer, James, but
I do think Landslide would also be good for download. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I love Landslide. It's a very good song. I love it very much. And it always seems to go down well, but obviously it doesn't always have the tempo of some of the other ones. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to play it. I mean, it depends now.
you kind of decided on a high energy set, haven't we? When we know we've only got a short window of time
To impress people.
We want to just sort of like hit with all the high energy songs, and Landslide tends to bring the tempo down just further than we want to go, which is difficult.
Sure.
If we're doing 45 minutes or more, then obviously Landslide comes back in. But
yeah, absolutely. I was going to say if you happen to be or are able to come to the Cornwall gig, nearly Devon, Cornwall, and or the Fuel gig, those are both headline slots, so the sets will be much longer, so you'll get a much wider range of Black Lake songs, including us debating whether we actually play some of the new ones.
Yes,
or true. And that's very kind of you to say, Neil. Thanks very much. We are, I wouldn't say everyone is absolutely. I think everyone likes Linkin Park in the band, don't they? Pretty much.
Even Lee doesn't hate Linkin Park, and Lee hates.
No, yeah,
himself,
I wouldn't. Yeah, and also smiling. But I don't think I don't think anyone would say Linkin Park is their absolute favourite band in the world ever. But it's pretty close for me, I have to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they've not put many steps out for me in terms of being one of the best bands ever.
What about
the idea of getting that?
They
they teased that new song today, didn't they? And the other day, and I was very, very excited. And then I was instantly very, very upset to remember that Chester won't be recording anything else.
No, but it's something else from Meteora, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
And thank you, Neil. That's very kind, and I'm amazed that anyone. It's unbelievably edifying to hear people having an emotional reaction to that song if we're playing that, because we can. In my mind, I only ever see what needs to be done, so I can imagine it being better yet. I think we can do it better, but yeah, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Yes, a big festival like Download has to be your own original songs. You either go with a song that has a real kick in the nuts or an emotional tearjerker. Absolutely. I love those. Hoping to do Scarlet Rebels. I don't know what that means, Deb. Sorry. As in terms of...
I do not want to go with Debs does Scarlet Rebels, because that just sounds...
Although Will never let this slide, but I did see their football shirts, and I was like, oh my god, I so want one of those in Black Lakes. And
I'd do a black football shirt.
Would you do a Black Lakes football shirt? All right,
100%.
I would. Where's the disclaimer meme? We may or may not do a Black Lakes football shirt, but yeah, I would.
No disclaimer needed for me saying I would do one, because I definitely would.
Yeah, I would love a Black Lakes football shirt.
Our logo on the chest, on the back, the number, and
that'd be pretty cool.
Who'd be number one?
Well, I don't think it matters on the t-shirt. You probably, what would you have? 666 maybe? I don't know.
Daft's number one.
Yeah, we can get the number.
I don't know. LP are one of my desert island bands for sure. 100% agree, Kaz. There are many Linkin Park songs that are just too important to me to never hear again. I seem to talk to my dad into coming to see you guys whenever, to be honest, aiming to come to at least two of the episodes. Thank you, Matt. That's very kind. We will love to see you once more. Grey Days, Chester's first band is brilliant. I would agree, Dave. I quite like a bit of Grey Days too. If you don't know, Chester was in another band before Linkin Park, and after his passing, I think they remastered a load of that stuff and released it. So if you look for Grey Days, GREYDAZE on the interwebs, you should find Chester's other band. And
I don't know, I wasn't wowed by it, but there was one song on that album that I thought was absolutely phenomenal. Can't remember which one it was now, but there's one song on that Grey Days album which is absolutely incredible.
There's some good stuff on there. My favourite band was Bon Jovi until Linkin Park. My son's favourite band is Bon Jovi. Still is.
Well, he's halfway there.
Yeah. Hey. Oh my god! But don't worry, Will. I'm keeping the faith that he will get to Linkin Park eventually. Don't worry.
Honestly, mate, I'm living on a prayer that we're even going to get through the next 10 minutes.
That's a hell of a shout, Gina. I have no idea why we haven't thought of that before. Black Lake scarf. Why haven't we thought about a scarf?
Gina's already been in my inbox twice telling me to get scarves done.
That's a really good idea.
I know.
Really good idea. I like that.
You know how there's the Newport helicopter, from that band. Can we do the Chepstow Chopper?
Absolutely, we can.
Yeah, nice. I'm loving.
You have to put it around your waist and wiggle your hips.
I'm not sure that would have quite.
You're losing us now. You're losing us now. It's not quite as good as it was.
Yeah, it was a good idea, and then I love Chester's Dead by Sunrise. I don't quite understand what that means. I am 56. Drop the mic.
I think he was saying he's a dad, and he's 56.
Still don't get it. Sorry.
See, my problem with Dead by Sunrise is no. I just Linkin Park headline download one year, or it might have been Sonisphere.
That's
and then
right.
Halfway through the set, they left the stage, and Dead by Sunrise came on and played like 4 or 5 tracks, and that was just a very weird thing to do.
I agree.
No one had paid to see them headline this festival. It was a very look at this privileged thing that we were able to do because Linkin Park are here and headlining, and it really put me off listening to them any further. Yeah,
I can understand that.
You could see hundreds of people just walking away, even though they knew Linkin Park were coming back.
Yeah, which they did. Love Lacuna Coil. Don't know where that came from, Dave Earl, but yeah. I know you love Lacuna Coil as well, Will, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And then Dave also says, I'd love to see Twisted Sister. I've never seen Twisted Sister either, or Lacuna Coil. But I think
I love Lacuna Coil, but live they're not so great.
Are they on the download this year, Lacuna Coil?
They were at download last year, and I watched some of their set, and actually, like, I don't know if it's I was with friends who weren't bothered, that I felt obligated to leave after a while to go and see something else.
Yeah,
because the energy wasn't quite there.
That's disappointing.
But their albums are phenomenal.
Yeah. Are they the ones that did What You Say What You Want to Do, or is that Evanescence? I'm confusing with Evanescence. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but by the little bit you just did, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it might have been. I'm not sure. Yeah.
You need to Shazam that.
Sing it again, and I'll Shazam it, mate.
Maybe that is a Lacuna Coil. I don't know.
Was it Do What You Want? That's Evanescence.
There you go. See, I knew it was Evanescence.
Weirdly, I listened to that earlier whilst cooking tea. That one song.
No way.
I even specifically asked my Alexa to play it.
Wow. Going Under is my go-to Evanescence tune at the moment.
It's a banger.
That one gets me, as they say, in the feels. I've seen them live several times and brilliant sound. I don't know whether that's Twisted Sister, Bay City Rollers, or Lacuna Coil, but I'm sure the Blacklist know who they're referring to.
Oh, we're not going to take that.
It's not us.
Yeah, absolutely. But I know it's been. I don't know about you. Maybe you guys are as tired as us, but we just want to say thank you, really, massive thank you for everything that you've done. And it's so hard to sound. I hope it sounds genuine because it really is. It's just mind blowing sat here, and you just go, how are these people doing this? And inevitably, if we don't make the next round, hope we do. Of course we do, and we've tried incredibly hard to do that. But we've got people that have come out of nowhere now. Relatively speaking, for us, as you can imagine, the Facebook page has gone up, and so if we don't make it there, don't think that it's not successful because it already has been. Obviously, we've been on the Kerrang website for a week. That's massive. We've got Kerrang DJs liking our posts. That's massive in terms of exposure for us. So please, if for whatever reason we don't make the two of this round, please don't think that it means that we didn't succeed, because I think that we did. I mean, making the final is even success, really, but that's the beautiful thing about believing in the music and what we're doing, that you just want more people to hear it and more people to be involved because we believe in what we're doing and we believe in the music.
We really have been blown away this week. Since announcing it last Tuesday, it has been the most incredible week. And I literally about 5 minutes before we came on air tonight, I posted a screenshot of our Facebook sort of infographics screen where it tells you all the stuff that's going on with your page, of the interactions chart for the last 7 days, and it's just this like woomph, like up in terms of the traffic coming through the page, people commenting, liking, reposting, sharing. Like, it has been unbelievable. And like Scott said, it doesn't matter. obviously it matters a lot to us if we go through, but if we don't go
And
through,
you, of course.
we've taken so much from this week in terms of the good feeling and the support behind this band. It's been incredible, and that in itself is so valuable.
I mean, this year has been mad from beginning one. It's been like a shotgun.
Yep.
Oh, hang on a minute. We hadn't quite recovered, from the last offer, and it's like, right, okay, and then there's something else, and there's something else. It's like, wow. So I do think that in 50 years' time, I'm trying to pretend I'm going to live forever. In 50 years' time, you'll sort of sit back and go, how the hell did we do that? How did that happen? That's incredible.
Oh, I love the fact that in 50 years' time, you guys are going to look like ZZ Top.
What, we don't already? Absolutely. Hey, you're fucking laughing. Yeah. You're the one singing for ZZ Top.
I was going to say, I'm just sad I won't be there to see it, because I'll be long dead in 50 years' time.
If I may as well.
You'll be doing your weird side project by then, Will, coming on in the middle of our set and playing half an hour on your own with your side project.
I'd like to thank the Beard Brothers for keeping me around.
Absolutely.
Jumping off Scott's point, right? One thing I learned from being in a band with Scott is you hear that old adage, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But every gig or every opportunity that we played way back led to something else and led to something else, and you can't see it, you can't join the dots going forward, but you can join them going back. And if we don't get through this, then something else will come. And this isn't, it's not like this is the end. This has been a massive moment for us, I think, the realization of, okay, when we put our focus into whatever we do, whether it's the music, whether it's the socials, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at Dave Earl's comment. Even Lee got excited.
It's true. But that hilarious moment came from us putting our energies into this little thing that we're trying to nurture. And if it doesn't happen, that's okay, because we've learned all these lessons from it, and we're just going to keep on going forward. We're just going to keep on going, keeping on going. No, nothing's going to stop us. We don't get through this round, just going to keep on going.
Shelley's going to make me cry in a minute. Jeez, this is.
I know I was a bit taken aback. Even if you don't win, definitely won the hearts and minds of your fan base. And I know we want to thank you for your connection to us, your raw emotions, talents, and inspiration. Also, that's very kind. It's. I suppose it sounds weird, but when you sit down and start writing songs, maybe like Landslide, maybe like Ghost, that's slightly more on the emotional range. You're not really considering the emotional connection you might have to other people at the time. Mm-hmm. All you're thinking about is going through that process and getting that catharsis for yourself, which seems a bit selfish, but it's not. It's like, right, how do we put all of this into this song? And then, obviously a few minutes later, you're like, holy crap, hadn't crossed my mind that other people might connect with this or resonate with this. And it's, as a people that make music, I don't know, it's very hard in a good way to take. It's like, bloody hell, how does this happen? But then if you think about the absolute torrent of emotions that we put into those songs, then maybe I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be so surprised that they made a connection. People, it's such
just stop, man, just stop. Jesus Christ, you stop, chat stop. Someone talk about fucking soup or something, because I don't want to. I don't want to get emotional. On live YouTube, so we're going to move on to something else.
1 minute left. There's only 1 minute left. Let's do final thoughts.
What I was going to say is, right, no, seriously for a minute, this is a good thing. So from a Blacklist point of view, if we get through to the next round, that's awesome, because we'll have that to focus on. So it may well take quite a bit of energy, because obviously you instantly go, holy crap, we might be playing Download. What's the set going to be? What do we need? Blah, blah, blah. But on the positive side, if we happen to not get through, which I hope we do, but if we don't, then obviously all those energies can go into other things. So there is no bad outcome from a Blacklist point of view, I don't think. It will just be a different thing that comes next.
Yeah.
So it may be Marshall, and it may be Download, and it may be Kerrang Radio. And if it's not, it'll be just something else instead, whether it be new music, new videos, etc., etc. So from a Blacklist point of view, I'd like to think it's all positive, regardless of the outcome. And I literally still can't quite take in the amount of support that we've had and the craziness that people have been giving us. It's just incredible. And that sort of shit, as you probably already know, because some of you are in the industry, doesn't go unnoticed. I've got no doubt that it's like, oh my God, you guys have this huge interaction with your fans, connection with your fans, and all this engagement. It won't go unnoticed. So please do continue to keep it Black Lakes. There is only more to come, I think.
Don't be disappointed. Yeah, whatever the outcome.
Thanks, James, for taking all that beautiful eloquence and just condensing it down to a 2023 bite size. It won't be shit, all right? Thanks.
Bro, this is 2023. Come on. They need, what is it?
You with your TikTok.
Eventually, there will be a US tour. I'm confident we will get to the States at some point. I've never been. I would love to go. And obviously, you're, as I remember, East Coast, so theoretically easier to get to. But again,
I think, Scott, what you're referring to, right? You're referring to, Scott, is bluff. Bottom line, up front. Don't fuck around. Tell it like it is.
Well, that's not how I roll. I go for the big, overly ridiculous 20-minute emotional.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. This has got confusing. James is.
Dave Earl, I agree. It's a big family and everyone helping each other. I do think we're genuinely building a properly positive community. And with so much shit out there, I really do think. I know that like Will says sometimes, I definitely get more of a positive feeling these days because I can feel it and see it growing. And like the community, and I don't take this the wrong way, but I don't really give a shit if, our band becomes Slipknot. I mean, it would be nice, but it's not the end of the world. What I mean is
members.
The community element. Yeah, we'll all get boiler suits on now. But the community element is something I'm getting almost more enjoyment out of these days. Mm-hmm. With all of you guys talking to each other, coming to gigs, chatting about, Black Lake's maybe the thing that's brought us all together. But I do honestly think it's become wider than that. And fuck you with your bluff, James. That's all the big emotional stuff there. Oh, God, I got to stop in a minute. I saw that very entertaining. I don't know what that's referring to, Neil, but I don't know.
Me getting emotional.
Oh, I see.
No, it wasn't. I'm just saying it might have been.
We've all bought into what you do. We are here for the love of the music and gaining friends along the way. That's the beautiful thing. And then Des says, Will, lunch break is over. It was lovely as usual, hanging with you all and sending all the best, guys. If you don't get this one, Black Sunshine, we love you. Official US street team.
Black Lakes representative.
Yeah, number one in the US. No offense to all our other US fans whatsoever. Will, I've got your back. You deserve it, guys. I don't know about that, but I would like to think that people like the music, and that's good. Incredible achievement, whatever is deserved. But if you don't get it this time, that's the thing. Like James says, you think as one door closes, another door opens. We will see. 100%. I'm sure that Black Lakes will win, but if you don't, the music brings so much joy to many. Diversity and inclusion at its best. I completely agree. May the Black Lakes boat forever be a bastion of diversity and inclusion. We don't care who you are or what you do or who you love. Everyone is welcome on the Black Lakes ship, and that will never change.
Yep. 100%. What was that? I saw knickers! I can see knickers! James, I can see knickers!
The shoulder's doing a knicker
review. It's a special delivery.
As Will is desperately trying to keep the conversation from being DNM, and even I'm getting a little bit emotional now. Oh, what a loving! Hey, we should have saved this for Valentine's Day. This is the Black Lakes loving already. Oh, amazing! All right, amazing. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Yes. I don't know, Will. I mean, just blown away. Please keep the support coming. There are a few hours to go, so if you sat there in bed going, "Holy shit! I didn't tell my primary school teacher they could vote," smash them a link. Even if they ignore it.
I mean, shame on you for not thinking of them.
Yeah. But keep trying. Don't give up. I know Black Sunshine's gone, but if you're in another country, go and find a VPN somewhere. Smash through that vote.
I went through my entire phone book to let people know, and I got so many responses saying, "Yeah, of course they will, mate. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah." I got one response that said, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Oh, wrong number."
We should do Mike McIntyre sent to all and see how many responses we got on the text messages from that. That's going to be amazing. Going to be on getting people to vote mode for the rest of the evening. Thank you, Mac. Appreciate it.
Let's do it. Let's get this home. Let's do this. Come on.
Absolutely. Imagine. Yeah. What are we now? God, I'm hiccuping. 3 hours to go until the vote closed.
You know, just to let people in on the behind the veil, I initially suggested that this Blacklist should have been a 4-hour-long votathon with like a scrolling marquee of people voting as they did it, and like we'd be on here until midnight when the vote closed, like Children in Need or something. Oh, we're just getting the update now on the number of votes that have come in the last hour, but they were like, fuck no, we cannot do 5 hours of live streaming.
I mean, I'm good for it. I'm ready to go. But what I would say though is there have been more than one moment where I go, I feel a little bit like I'm at Eurovision here. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm having that bit of like, oh, with only 6 days to go, Black Lakes have got a few more votes. Let's go to Poland. The votes are in.
And the score from Mac is Black Lakes 1 point.
Okay. Let me throw this in just to you guys. If Blacklist, right, entered a competition, hang on, disclaimer, I'm not saying I've entered us. I'm not saying I've not entered us either.
Wait. Black Lakes or Blacklist?
Black Lakes.
Right, you said list. I was confused.
Sorry. If we entered the Eurovision Song Contest, just hypothetical. Hang on. Now, I know you guys know me, but they don't. But hypothetically speaking, if we got into the Eurovision competition, right, and won it, would we play?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't know if I would, because again, Joe Lydon's just failed to get as the Irish entry. So he was in the Sex Pistols. So if he doesn't crack it, I don't see how we would.
That's because he's not very good. But like,
well, yeah,
James, you got a little bit of something there, mate.
Yeah, you got your little bit of Guinness on the moustache. There we go.
So,
right. Exactly. Cass says it didn't hurt Blind Channel. No, they didn't. It didn't hurt Lordy either. They absolutely owned that year.
Yeah.
If, let's say competition does come up in the future, and we get a surprise email coming through, right?
This is James saying I've entered us for Eurovision already.
This is not me, okay?
If one night I'm awoken from my slumber by the ghost of Wogan, in my like a fever dream, and he's there like rather drunk with his Irishness, telling me that we're going to be in Eurovision.
To bring
we
this
need to go, guys. We need to go.
Well, I was going to say, what I would say is, if it was down between Eurovision and download, then I'm going to take download all day, please, baby. That's what I would say.
I mean, there's a bigger audience at Eurovision, but, I mean...
I don't care.
It's a global audience.
Download is where my crew is at. That's where I would like.
Clearly, look, we're in a competition, to play download. It's download.
Wait, is it Eurovision, this one? Oh, I thought that's what we were voting for.
Yeah, everyone's loving the Eurovision idea, by the way, James, except in your own band.
No, I'm loving it. It's just you that doesn't like it, sir.
Yeah, but I was trying to make it. I feel a little less on my own, but there we are.
Right,
we need
to go.
Let's see what
people are leaving us because they're tired. They're like, you normally do an hour. We've been here an hour. We're not doing any more on your behalf. We are leaving.
No. Indeed, but it's been a good one. Thank you ever so much. And we will keep you posted. We'll let you know as soon as we know anything, obviously. And, bring on the next impromptu Blacklist out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 hours to go. Anything can happen in the next 3 hours, and God knows when we'll find out the results of the last week's voting. If there's anyone that you can show Black Lakes to and encourage them to listen, and if they like what they hear... get them to give us that vote. It could make one vote could make all the difference.
Can you imagine?
But we will see what happens. But thank you ever so much for spending your evening with us. Yep. Take it easy,
especially at short
and we will. Yeah, absolutely. We will catch you literally on the Blacklist on the socials, and take it easy, everyone. Have a good rest of your evening and week. Peace out from Black.
Cheers, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you again.